Welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles X. I did just a couple of missions and random bit of grinding off stream. We do have a story mission to finish, but I also left the lava cave alone and figured we could at least start with one more attempt at it. Oh, also, I realized you are allowed to have a fourth party member for the chapter, so I went and got L, and he'll at least be a sponge for attacks I don't want to deal with. And apparently I need to re-equip my skills again. I just played earlier for the grinding, and I had all my attacks. Why are they gone? But anyway, hi. I can't bring my skill in here, and I'm missing more than half of my attack option. And I win this fight. Man, look at my legs, they're on fire. Yep, a bit. L is still much lower level than the rest of us because he's not always invited on story missions. For no fault of his own, of course. It's the game telling me things like, you can't have a fourth party member right now, or you have to have this other fourth party member. Apparently, having 3 attacks was sufficient. But let's fix that. Arts. I will take all of them. Ooh, new one. Burning Slash. That pairs well with some other arts I have, actually. Have that set already. What's Combat Limbo? Oh right, Effect Stasis. Don't know what that means. Didn't bother checking. Stuff. What happened to all my other attacks? Hold on a second. Class. No, I'm where I want to be. I'm on this class right here. So what gives? I had other moves. Here's one of them, I guess. Okay, but I don't see my other burning arts. This is supposed to make them weak to burning. And I thought I'd follow up with my burning attacks, but they're not here. Take physical resist down instead, I guess. If I have to pick one of those. Definitely want Ghost Walker. Sure, give me the early bird, and then... I have no idea what happened. Because I played this like an hour ago. That's leveled up. Well, this'll be interesting. Look, these portraits aren't purple anymore. I may be attracting other enemies with this attack, but I think we're almost done with this guy. I got full TP, I could bust an aura. Of course, the promised day is very soon. That shall be exciting. Where's the new enemy that we're fighting now? Follow the red arrow. There it is, right in front of me. Enemies can drop armor, so it's not impossible that they'll take armor from this guy. But it is a random chance, so not guaranteed. Maybe if I stand here, I won't hit too many other enemies. Was L always good? Or is that a new development? Also, it looks like we did get another new friend. Well, at least we finished off that guy. Hey, we did it. We did take hair and... there we go. We took a pelt from it. We could probably augment some equipment with this stuff if I really looked into it. Alright, so last time we helped out that girl, but then she told us the other person who was with her over there means I gotta cross this bridge. Well, not necessarily that bridge. I could, like, jump down here and go that way. In fact, I think I will. The flower did not agree to that plan, though. Don't slide off the cliff, please. I tried to avoid that. Okay, we're dealing with a few enemies right now, which is, once again, not ideal. And die. One down, next one. Not off the top of my head, no. There's probably an enemy encyclopedia where I can look. I've never really given it much thought, at least not for regular enemies. Sometimes I go out of my way and look for bosses. Certainly a smart player would do that sort of thing, but if you want to have to stop and do that for every single enemy, then have fun with that. let's try a little something. I tried to extend the overdrive with the aura. Please die. Pretty please. There's still 3 of them fighting us? Oh my god. At this point, I'm gonna go back the way I came and hope that I don't get flagged down. Like that. Although it looks like every enemy on the pathway has respawned. But it may not matter. Now what? Can't even tell if I'm getting away from them in this spot. No, the problem is that AoE is not hard to come by, and that it's too effective. You see, there is this one art, and I equipped it even though I knew it would probably land me in this situation. A violent streak hits, like, everywhere in a radius, and it often has landed me fighting enemies I did not want to fight. I had it equipped, but I don't know what happened, but I don't have my other arts available. Maybe I will go with Burning Slash. I may not have any burn arts anymore, but Lynn does. Still got some experience off them, so I'm gonna save it. Oh, did the fog just magically go away? Okay, we're in Crimson Aura now. Maybe I can just get past these guys because they're not looking. Okay, great. Flower's still gone from here. That's nice. Okay, going well so far. Bound to have to fight something up here. Okay, I got a Dring Stick and a Yaya Sesame. I don't like how close that other level 35 is getting to our general vicinity. That one's also technically an AoE, but I feel like the area is lesser. XR, Magnum Edge, and Burning Slash. Because on the art description at the very bottom, if you can read the super small text, it does say that, like, hey, you're gonna hit enemies ahead of you. Gotta hit you while you're toppled at least a little bit. And dead. A level up for me? Yeah, it's a level up for me. Maybe one of the biggest television sets known to man. You know, since they never made any sort of update that lets you change the text size. Okay, you're toppled. Thermal resistance is down. Then you can hit you with the thermal stuff. Secondary cooldown, go, hit you. Got back up because I didn't mean to fall. Any moment. This will be, yeah.
We saw this coming.
Okay, almost back to where we were, where we need to fight these soldiers for the mission. Hallelujah. But it's definitely missions like these that make me miss the lure mechanic from Xenoblade 1. You could at least attempt to lure enemies away from other enemies. Make some of this stuff a bit more manageable, but no, in this game you're often forced to do either a whole horde or not fight at all. Definitely just attracted a second enemy there. Fine, I'll just lower their resistances and we'll plow through them. Oh my god, I didn't even notice the part in the chat where you said that the thing about baiting the enemies. Yeah, that would be nice. It would also be something they've done before and would go back to doing in Xenoblade 2. In fact, I bet it's in Xenoblade 3. That game's not out yet and I don't have it. But it will be, and then we'll see. And I bet that it will allow you to lure stuff. Alright, one prone down again. Remember, last time I took out 3 of these guys, but it did not count, because I didn't take them all out before I died. Fun times those were.
Let's go.
Okay, I couldn't help but attract both of them that time. Seems to be no way around it. I'll let my secondary cooldown finish before I use physical resist down. There we go, physical resist down. Give me my crits. Do my weapon damage with crit. I have an aura, so this will give me TP back. Will allow me to spend on a new aura. It's a nice little cycle that's feeding into itself. Looks like the bugs got drawn into the fight too. Concentrate your fire so we finish the mission, please. Oh my god, they're so low on health. That'll extend the overdrive. That'll cause more hits. No. Only. Really. God, overdrive is hard. Won't work, but I gotta try something. Okay, the enemy we fought over there is back for no foreseen reason. Oh good, that flower's respawned. Oh my god. Yeah, letting them die is fine, and this is one of those games where they still get the experience for dying, so I really don't mind that. But when they are dead, and there's like 5 enemies all after me at once, I know I can't handle them. I really wish I could just make that jump. Okay, I can get past these guys, but I'm probably not going to be able to get past both this crawling guy towards us and the flower on the bridge. I'll probably have to fight both, to be honest.
It didn't have to be like this. Engaging. Lay down some fire for me. I appreciate it. Burning fire.
This is riveting. Riveting gameplay of trying to fight the exact same enemies. Not even different copies of the enemies, just the ones that were in the exact same place as they originally were. So, completely the exact same enemy for like the 5th time now. I hope it is. That's what's happening. How many things are after us right now? This is a lost cause. I don't even know how it came to this. Well, I didn't have to exit the cave this time. Which turn around, you jerk. How dare you look at me? It's not my fault that you looking at me makes you want to fight me. Sorry, my face is ugly and all, but you have to live with it. You gotta live with my ugly face because sometimes life is ugly. Like your existence, you thug. Oh, and what's that? You got your thug friend here too? Did he think he was defending his buddy who had a problem with my face? Or did he just have the problem with my face too? I want to see if this counts as him seeing me or not. Okay, apparently the side view is that flower. You cannot sneak past this flower. This flower is like the ultimate in gatekeeping. Well, it was an ambitious Wii U game, what can we say? They're gonna eat my blade. Now which thing wants to fight us? How did that one up there get aggroed? That doesn't make sense. It was all the way up here.
I've been staggered.
Press that button command because I wanted to scratch my head. Look down, smoke down. Not like they can actually see on that sort of plane. Not in this game. I probably hit an enemy above us with Tornado Blade, didn't I? Where did that flower come from? Okay, look, I know I attracted at least one other enemy that was on the bridge after I fell down the cliff. I get that, but there were two enemies all the way over there that had no business being there. There's only one enemy left on the mission objective, by the way, because I took out two of them earlier. And I haven't died since, which is nice and all, but... This is my Sisyphus rock. This is the ultimate test of patience. And I will probably fail. Is Sisyphean an actual adjective? Like, I get to the end of the cave, but then I run back to the beginning of the cave when too many enemies overwhelm me, and I keep trying to get into the cave, only to be ejected in some way. It's like going up the hill with the rock, and then rolling back down, and then trying to push the rock up, and falling back down.
Melee attack. Good enough. Nice work.
Well, that's a good adjective. Alright, which thing am I gonna have to fight here? Probably you, maybe that flower. Since I don't even see a way around you, I'm just gonna initiate the battle myself.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen.
Concentrate fire on this enemy right here. Okay, the flower is awake now, but still, take out the turbo.
I'll make them hurt. My mind is clear. This is my chance.
I mean, maybe. It is called a gloam turbo, so... They were working on a Nintendo console, so I'm sure they considered Pokemon in some way. I don't like how close it looks like we're getting to those other turbo. So here's just a reminder to concentrate your fire. Okay, cool. Here's a reminder to concentrate your fire on the flower. Like this. Yeah, put fire on the flower.
We need a little pick-me-up.
I'll make them hurt.
Right to the kisser. Now, this way.
I don't see this ever.
Come on. More than half dead. We've beaten this guy before. Let's not lose to him now.
My mind is clear. This is my chance.
There we go. I love to see it. So much so that we've seen it a million times. Like I can bypass that flower. Not much of an issue. This bug is back. I don't know if I can bypass it. Gonna try. Okay. Bypass the bug. There is the soldier. The one soldier that we must kill. Please, for the love of God, kill the one soldier. Put all your attacks on him, no matter what else happens. Because even if we die afterwards, we just need to kill him. Yeah, that one's a weird case. I have no idea how that case.
We need to fight back.
Oh, you mother. You mother flower. Concentrate your fire. Maybe the soldiers and the bugs won't notice. On the ground. I'm going to back up a bit. Hoping not to burn anything I don't want to fight yet.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Did I mention we should concentrate our fire? How did you... I saw that. I saw that you used an attack that attracted the soldier. I saw that. That soldier's shooting at us now. We gotta get it. This is the biggest priority in the history of ever. Oh no, the bugs are coming. Just kill this thing. It's almost dead. It's dead. It's finally over. We even beat the bugs. Nothing elite about them, just that the enemies, regardless of the fact that they're in different factions from each other, like the monsters and the prone, they just don't bother each other for whatever reason. So even though it's with level 35s and above, and there's even a tyrant in the lava lake. Alright, guess I'm just gonna fight you so that I have an easier time getting back to my next destination because I'm still required in this cave. Ow, I thought I toppled it into the lava, but it fell into this cliff.
Now's our chance to weaken him.
Hey, yet another flower has been ground to dust. Hey, I grabbed an item.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen.
Ay, 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 ay. You guys have not learned, have you?
Be disappointed. Most certainly.
Take a break from attacking to weaken him.
What makes them dogs? There is. Welcome to Xenoblade X. I feel like in any other Xenoblade game, you wouldn't see respawns unless you use the fast travel to get away. And then they'd be like, well, you warped, so the enemies are back. And sometimes you want that because you might be hunting for an enemy drop or trying to kill a certain number of an enemy for a different side quest. So I consider that more of a feature, but in this game, I've never had that issue. They're just around. Die already.
My mind is awake. This is my chance. I'm on fire now. Good enough.
Wonderful! We are still alive!
What? They've seen us.
Okay, one more skunk stands between me and the girl I need to talk to tell her that I killed the things that took forever.
Thanks. Don't forget to protect yourself with an aura. Nice. Move in and do some damage. I'll make them hurt. Primer! Boost morale to the bus. My adrenaline. Thanks.
Now weaken them!
You don't see this every day. That's how to evade. You can do it. Watch me dance circles around.
Wild down! They fell for it! Get it? Now weaken them! Wild smash!
Done and done. Speaking of done and done. Saving. Don't think I did that yet.
Did you actually?
It's over. They still died, but they have paid. That's justice. Yes, yes indeed, we got revenge. Warping back to the camp now. And this mission from hell.
Well, this...
Alright, that thing is an enemy. I will just keep walking quietly while I sing this song about mission. This mission that we started working on in the last stream consisted of defeat 5 monsters for this group of campers, report to them, get the ice cream cake back from the robot that stole it, defeat 3 more things instead because they took the ice cream anyway, or something like that, have a chat, find out that the team was massacred, find one of them in the lava lake, and then the mission that we just did in the lava lake with the 3 soldiers. And now we still have to go back to the camp. Where are we going?
What a raw deal.
At least one of them survived. Where is she? She'll recover, blah, blah, blah. Sure, whatever you say, buddy. I mean, yeah, I would want an ice cream cake in real life, too, after this. That'd be some technology. That whole mission started because that guy was like, wow, I heard you're the flashy new recruit. I'd love to see how you work because you're so awesome. And we showed off by helping him out, but then he couldn't handle the giant enemy threat that's been looming of this whole game. So that's neat. So I tied up that loose end because I spent so much time in the last stream working on it. I figured I'd at least try. Now, speaking of loose ends, how about the actual story? A square log ice cream cake. Can't say I'm familiar. Okay, so these guys are challenging us to a match of honor for our freedom. We have to defeat 6 of their warriors. Let's try this again. I got utterly destroyed last time. Let's see if the mild level up that happened in between streams will be enough.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen.
My
Mind is clear as
I'll
water.
blast right.
Won't be disappointed.
Now your thermal resistance is going down. Where is he? He's over here now.
I think we need a little clear.
My mind is clear. This is my chance.
Decent amount of damage. Oh, that's a decent amount of damage to me. I will desperately try overdrive.
I'm on fire now.
My blade falls.
That's still not that much.
Touch me up.
I mean, that is a possibility.
I'm not gonna make it.
Oh, hey, half of us are dead. That isn't really going much better.
I'll fight alone.
And those guys end up strengthening their teamwork and all that. Wonderful.
This ends
Full.
now.
Where to hide? Here or below? Once again.
Now we're cooking.
I did 12,000 damage that time. Now that's an overdrive.
Here or below? When my blade falls. Is that the heart you intend to struggle?
I've been staggered.
I fought well and died better still.
Well, took out 2 of the grunt. That's something. Alright, how do I want to proceed from here? Hmm. Well, they don't really recommend levels. They require levels. And the required level was 1, because they don't care what level you are. Even though the required level for the previous mission was 30, because they were locking you into New Los Angeles for those waves of enemies. So you had to be level 30 then, but you only have to be level 1 now. Crazy stuff. Maybe. Maybe somewhere. Oh, I finished Samurai Gunner. I could be moving on to Duelist. Do I need any arts from Duelist? Last Stand is probably good to have for endgame tactics. But that's just a presumption on my part. I think in the meantime, maybe I'll try going back to Full Metal Jaguar and See if that's something I'm more comfortable with in terms of handling the enemies with that class. And all this stuff. Would I rather have any different arts? Maybe I'd rather have side slash instead of what though? Violent Streak is probably fine for this fight because you're only fighting the required enemies anyway. I'll just keep the arts I have. What are my skills at? Fan Aura, Burst, Zero Labs, Hit Aura. And let's see, where am I? Got Samurai Gummer, Yamato Spirit. Aeroid Slayer. Blazing Auto. Physical resistant. Have that one. Just physical damage. I can probably exchange Deep Fang for that. Alright, one more try here. If not, then I have two options, which are lower the difficulty or grind up more. Or I mean, if I feel like I'm getting close, then I would just try it again outright.
It didn't have to be like that.
Alright, let's try the Concentrate Fire command, get one of them down at a time so that we have less and less enemies to deal with.
Don't forget to protect yourself. Not give in.
Looks like he's going down pretty quickly. He was toppled, so that certainly helps. I'm gonna Shadow Runner to heal up a bit and get the buzz off me. Which soldier are we after next? This one? This does not seem to be working well for me. Is that off the wiki?
I'm not gonna make it.
Don't do that yet. Okay, weird side note, but I am at my Marinium storage limit right now, so I can go deposit that while I think about what I want to do. Alright, here we come. Marinium machine. Take my uranium. Take all the stuff, yeah. I am looking through some suggestions. Whee! Okay, I did the... You know, one of the suggestions on this thread reminds me that there is... Top suggestion, level up to 54. Actually... You know, what I was about to say... The very cheap method of doing this is kind of like doing that. Except it's even simpler. I'm not about to do this, but I will show it off, just in case anyone wants to use this option. So you know how all the player avatars are connected through the internet and all that? You can hire people, and some of them have hit that level 60 maximum. So if you really want to pave your way through them, you can just pick someone with a really good avatar. Get them on your team for a little while, and then be on your way.
Yes.
Well, let's see. Easy grinding, I've never really looked into, like, the best spots for it and
As for Blake,
whatnot, but if you fight enemies that are higher level than you, then you get boosted experience. So your best bet is to try and find enemies you can handle that are as high level as possible. Of course, if you're doing the field skill stuff, like those yellow boxes that you tap A on, that gives you a bit of experience too if you're not looking to fight. I don't remember if there's a way to do it with story bosses, but I do know that the tyrants are always around and they'll respawn like any other enemy. Okay. No one mentions... Oh, wait, I know that the one thing I should do that I did not do yet. Is wiki entry should tell me if there's any, you know, weaknesses. Let's see. Targets the fight. He is... Okay, he doesn't have any huge weaknesses. He's got a slight, very, very slight beam weakness. If I go back to this branch on the skill tree, then I have beam stuff again. But it's been a while since I've used this branch, so I don't know if it's up to snuff with the rest of the stuff. I changed it here. Salt.
One, two, three, four.
Oh, here's an aura that does an auto revive. Forgot about that one. Supercharge the total evasion. Having topple. Could have incendiary edge. Rising blade for power dive. Wanna try the medic free?
One, two, three, four.
Just got rid of a burn art, so I probably don't need that one around. I can be there. Well, let's try this again. The lava cave, I think we spent enough time in there. An enemy. Trying to find a quick regular enemy just so I can build my tension points before the fight. Do an enemy. Ow. One time the very planet itself is not an enemy trying to kill me. Oh, that's just the thing in the front of me.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen.
I'll blast it wide open. Take a break from attacking.
Disappointed.
Move in and do some damage. I'll make them hurt.
Xenoblade
Dooba dooba dooba. Right, this says I put on defensive stance. I thought I put on medic free.
I'll make 'em hurt. Nice work.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da. You know what? Never mind. I'll keep defensive. Doesn't need a bit of points put into them.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen.
I shall do the same.
I owe you one. Thanks.
Clear as
Leave it to us.
You don't see this every day.
I think we need a little pick
I'm on
me up.
fire now.
the blade will be left. I spot.
I owe you one. Give him a second's rest.
It's not over until the fat babies.
Fall with.
This number has been
Let's try this.
When my blade falls,
I'll fire more. I'm sorry. Assault breaker.
fall with it. The tiger runs again.
I've been
The
stabbed.
stars fall with.
Such is the way of the Rockian.
Fought well and dies better still.
Yeah, this is not working. So I think my two options remain the same. Take the option to lower the difficulty, or gain a few extra levels to put me over the top. All those suggestions I was browsing through on that thread, they were basically just saying the same thing. Get someone higher level. Level up your unit. It's a big group, so you need to be, like, ready. I'm level 34, which is the same as the level of the boss, but since there's, like, 6 of them, what they're saying is probably be a bit higher than that. And I did not mean to get back in here, but here we are.
Mine clear as wool. My blade falls. Tiger runs again.
You know, what I find interesting is I have all these multi-hit attacks that I'm doing, and I should be getting more of the aggro, but all my teammates seem to grab it faster. And I've been the last one standing each time. I know in L's case, he's lower level than the rest of the party, and that's fine. But let's see, where can I find good hunting enemies? Hunting time, hunting time. Do a hunting time. There's a level 41. And with this giant robot, there is nothing we... Well, that's not true. There's still things we cannot do with this giant robot. Bum ba doo ba doo bum bum ba doo ba bum ba bum ba doo da doo. That would require both the lure mechanic and the faction mechanic, neither of which are in this game. And I don't think any Xenoblade has had factions in the same way as, like, but the only game I know off the top of my head that does that is Kid Icarus Uprising, where enemies actually will attack each other if they encounter and they're not on the same side. That gave me a decent chunk of experience, but now let's do it again. Come here, Mr. Crab. Time for you to die. Your life will be less drab, because you won't have one anymore. These bits about charmed weapons in two worlds are words that are going in one ear and out the other, because I have no clue whatsoever to what you're referring. Oh god, it's almost destroyed my baby. Really? I don't think I encountered that. Oh, I'm dead. Well, I tried to kill the crab, but the important thing is it didn't kill my giant robot baby. You know, I would say we could go and buy skulls for everyone, but that's not going to help in the story battle where I'm not allowed to use it. Did you see me run over that guy? That was great. Oh, enemies. You're only level 12. There's a bunch of you, but you're only level 12. Couple level 45s up there. I've been to this part of the map? Yeah.
They've seen us.
They're only level 12 too.
We should weaken them just to be safe. Get down. Is that it? Hope I didn't get in the way.
Hey Crab, wanna die again?
We should weaken them just to be safe. Shield wall. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Get over here, you know you want this. I said you know you want this.
Wild
I said. Left your little spot before, why won't you leave it this time? Oh, it didn't stay toppled in time for me to use the big attack. Also, I tried to the second crab with that giant sword, so it's time to run.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen.
Wait, what wants to fight? This thing?
Open fire. Don't let up. I've got your cover fire. Now, melee attack. Shield wall.
Appreciations.
Keep firing. Let's ride this out.
Of course. Allow us.
I suppose if that's one thing to give this game, it's definitely the power. For, like, almost Metroid-esque.
Sliding slinger.
Where all of a sudden things are not nearly as bad.
Punch first. Ask questions.
Now you want to come over here. There we go. Now you're away from your friends and I can safely use the giant sword. Good boy.
We need to keep our
Wait, why am I almost dead? Why am I almost dead?
real soldiers fight on the front. Scream eggs. This is wearing you down. We have to take it. Help me, power. I'll make it hurt.
Oh, I see the issue. This one is level 43. The one I beat earlier was level 41. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, maybe there's some other enemy elsewhere.
It didn't have to be like this.
I could go fight that thing, but that would be a death sentence. Oh, right, that jump allows you to bypass the cave. Isn't that neat? Oh, if you're merciful, then that's gonna be your undoing, pal.
Take a break from attack. I owe you one.
Appreciations.
Shadow, leave this to me. There's hope.
Wild dog.
Fire carnival.
La 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 la, kill the dark thing.
Now weaken them.
Get down.
Let's drive all over this giant.
Shadow strike. Appreciate.
No, 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 no.
Fight on the ground.
Not again. Hey, you're only level 37. I can handle this on foot, certainly. Gotta be doable. There's 4 of us.
I'm not gonna make Furious blast. You okay? We can do this. Shadow strike.
Well, I'm dead.
Appreciate it.
But maybe my teammates can still handle you in the next 20 seconds. Wow, they did. How did they do that? What happened? How did it just... like, he just went boom. I mean, I knew we had that under control. I had no doubts in the capabilities of my teammates. These guys are weak, I just don't want them getting in the way of that level 38 over there. There we go. It might be the first one on stream. Hey buddy, how's your tail doing? It's about to face this. Like you're in a bit of a bind. My bind. Oh, toppled. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, and I get to use the big sword again because of this? Nice. The first time in history that my teammates have saved me after I died? Nah. My first playthrough, it must have happened at least some of the time. But against a level 37 like that, with that much of its health bar left, and 20 seconds on the clock, probably the first time for that. Xenoblade Chronicles XA, I did so. You know, when you put it that way, maybe. Oh god, where did you come from? Oh, you're a tyrant. Lovely. I am not ready for you. Are you aggroed onto me? I believe you are aggroed onto me. How do I leave? I want to leave. Don't want any trouble, sir. But I fell into the lake. I didn't quite catch the name because I was running away. Want to go back there, or do I want to keep looking elsewhere? I'll try further north. There shouldn't be any soft locks, especially because you can always warp. Oh wait, I'm trying to follow the arrow for no reason. That arrow is pointing towards Sylvalum. See some level 20s in here. Kill him with some sandworm. what else we got? Ah, here's some... Well, there's a couple smaller crabs. But there's some level 30-something stuff. That guy got knocked away. That's fun. Oh good, 20 experience points for finding that robot. I'll be to level 30 something higher in no time.
We should weaken them.
Ah, you're only level 24, I misread that.
Shield wall. Appreciate it. Firepower, get out of my sight. My own one. You can't handle this.
And dead.
Is that it?
Our skills were indisputably superior.
You're only level 24, and the fact that you did not lock onto me is very interesting. You were right there. Totally could have if you wanted to. Maybe... Here. This is back towards where the tainted are, right?
It's a horse-eat horse.
Oh, hey, another tyrant that I don't want to fight. I'll just jump into the ocean. That'll ignore me then. Hooray. Hey, here's a fun little experiment. Let's see if there's anything in between Noctilum and Silvulum. I'm just following the yellow arrow, which is pointing me to the story mission in Silvulum. Not unless you count swimming for item orbs and hoping that they are fish. Ah, there's an item orb. Let's see if any of these are fish. La 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 la. La 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 la. Isn't this a thrilling ride? Full of wonder. So many sights to see. This was such a good idea. Doo-doo-baloo. That would be evil. But the game tells you how much of the world you've explored, so certainly that would count for someone being able to find them. Whee! It's like I'm doing a little breakdance. La la. No wait, it's more like I'm figure skating. Do 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 do. That is nuts. How anyone found that out and why that was even programmed in is beyond me. Oh, I did beat Pokemon Y recently. That was something I was doing on my own time. Okay, prone soldiers.
Shadow strike. Shield wall. Appreciate it.
They fell for it.
Get out of my sight.
Now we can
Yeah, I enjoyed my time with it. It was a very slow start, but once you got to like the first gym is when I would say it
Today's menu in.
found its footing and kept things moving at a much better pace.
Get down, clinger. Make a break. Appreciate it.
Although having... So I originally skipped generations 4, 5, and 6. Played the Game Boy games up through Sapphire, and that one's my favorite generation. But I never quite picked up the series on DS, so Diamond Pearl, didn't play those until the remakes came out. Black and White still haven't played, nor Black and White 2. And then XY also passed me by. But Sun and Moon is when I decided to get back into the franchise. And that's when they got rid of HMs. So, going back to HMs, that was a little rough.
3 in a row. Shoot to kill.
Shadow strike. Get out of my
Oh, you know what? That's true. That castle's a little weird. All they do in that castle is give you your first HM. Which, HMs.
Didn't have to be like this. Open fire. Don't let up.
Of course.
Appreciate it. Fire carnival. Flying. Now.
Well, doesn't the remake fix the HM problem at least? From what I remember.
Get out of my sight.
The real trouble with HMs was that when I built my team, I failed to consider the fact that HMs were a thing, because I kind of forgot that they were still a thing in Gen 6. So I wasn't really thinking about it when I built my team.
I'll make
So some of them got stuck with HM moves all the way up through the champion, I might add, because it would never let me unlearn them. I know they're afraid of soft locking you, but if you're in the champion's fight, you should at least be able to, you know, change that up. But the worst thing about it was I did not catch a bird. I didn't think about catching a bird. There was no flying member of my team except for my bug type, and it was incompatible with that HM. So if I wanted to fly somewhere when that ability opened up, I had to catch a bird, get it out of the PC because my party was full, each of the HM, and then, you know, move it in and out of my party whenever I'd want it. Alright, gotta keep an eye on my HP while I cool down. Gotta use my big arts again if we're gonna beat this thing. That's gonna attract the level 34, which is fine if I can finish off the level 41. Okay, yep, finished the level 41. It's a little weird that Elman's dead, but okay. Oh, I'm level 35 now. And L's all the way up to level 30, as far as him catching up with the rest of the party.
Skills were
And why would I sleep on any game? The cases are not very comfortable inside of your pillow. Anyway, so I guess we're just kind of raiding this fortress now, because I wanted levels. Where is this enemy? Is it up here? No. Where is this enemy? Okay, I don't know where this enemy is. And I'm worried it's just gonna siphon my HP while I can't find it. So... La 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 la. Nah, Scale Overdrive just seems to extend itself however it sees fit. I have no idea how it makes that decision, but I've never seen it go without at least one extension. Last time I used the Scale Overdrive, I got like 5 extension. Okay, so there is an enemy on top of this cliff. Doesn't really seem to care about me, but just in case.
Get out of my sight! Get out of my sight! Get down! Shield wall! Fire particle!
This is called a Buster Puge. But now it's been busted. Maybe it's called Buster because it self-destructs at the end. Guess I gotta watch out for that. Well, let's try the east.
Engaging! Lay down the fire! Excellent! I'll blast them wide open!
Wild down! They fell for it! Get it? No, we can then!
Doo-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Giant laser sword. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Giant laser sword.
We saw this coming.
So, depends what you mean by invalidates the original. If you mean is it a suitable replacement and you shouldn't bother playing the original, the answer is depends how much you care about story in a Pokemon game. If you want the story to actually make sense and have characters that, you know, work, then you should play the original version, because Ultra Sun and Moon kind of mess with the story to squeeze in the extra content in ways that don't really make sense. But if you're just like, story, blah blah blah, whatever, I skip it all, then they're probably the definitive version in terms of like Pokemon and features. I did play both versions because I got the Ultra version for free during a sale. So I'm like, well, might as well play it. What is shooting us?
Sorry. Could someone get a party started?
I'm on fire now.
Well, it wasn't exactly Nintendo's decision, now was it? Oh, that robot came along and destroyed it. Also, there's one behind me. Okay, cool. There were several robots that wanted me dead. Well, they got their goal. But, you know, Always eject your scale if you know the situation is hopeless, and then you don't have to spend your insurance. Huzzah! Oh, free thing. Yeah, it was a Target sale, so it was buy 2 games, get 1 free. I had most of the games that qualified for the sale already. And there were 2 that were in the sale that I wanted. So then to fill the 3rd slot, I ended up going with that other version of Pokemon. That being Ultra Sun, because I played Moon the first time. Where on the map can I find? It's a pretty run-of-the-mill store, like in the same vein as... Not quite like Walmart, because Walmart's like got a bajillion groceries, and that's not Target's main focus.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen.
How would I compare it? I don't know. It's got a small grocery section, and then... I guess it's just like a mix of places. Also, they've been stingier with the sales ever since the Switch. Like, it was very common for 3DS to have that sort of sale, and for Wii U to have that sort of sale. But Switch stuff, they're a bit more selective on which games qualify for the sale. Got some items. Boom. Got those items. You know, a Nintendo developed Jackbox style party game is not a bad idea. So it makes me very curious how badly they could have messed it up to the point where they were not willing to continue and ship it out.
Looks like we've got no choice.
I think we need a little pick-me-up.
Then I owe you one.
And down the monkey.
Slide nice. Move in and do some damage. I'll make them hurt. Now, melee attack. I'll make them hurt.
So the patch for Nintendo Switch Sports is coming out soon. The one that, when they advertised it in the Direct, they said the first patch was focused on adding leg strap compatibility to more soccer modes. That part's still true, but in a surprise twist, they are actually updating volleyball. And there will be additional maneuvers you can perform. Which is just wild to me that they're gonna change that sort of basic function of the game. Maybe they heard a bunch of people didn't like volleyball that much.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Mountain monkey just became ground monkey.
Appendage down. Weaken him and lay in. You can't handle it. Fly nice. Move in and do some damage. I'll make him hurt. Get out of my sight. Heal me.
Whee!
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Okay, I gotta class up for that. Lynn's almost level 36. I still got a bit of a ways to go before I hit that high a level. I wonder what level I should be trying to aim for before I try that fight again. Heck, maybe I should just try that fight again now. I am higher at 35. Or I can take out these guys who are right here and in an appropriate level range.
Get out of my sight. Scream edge. See him fall.
Appreciations.
You like how it flips over every single time I hit it with a beam sword? Wanna see me do it again? Flip! Flip!
Get out of my sight. Fire Appreciate it.
Couple more pew pews and you'll be out of our hair.
I think even my cooking got better. Punch first. Get out of my sight later. Lord Fire. Thanks. My turn. See him fall. Appreciate it.
I don't know, who thought every reboot was a good idea? There is just so many. More and more.
Do I master hand-to-hand combat or focus on ranged attacks?
It's very hard to find original ideas these days. Not impossible, mind you, but certainly harder.
I'll make him hurt. Appreciate it.
Our levels like now. Then hit 36. Giant deer, probably can't take that. Ah, look at this fun little waterfall that runs into the ocean. I didn't mean to jump down here, but I suppose I can at least grab these 5 things that are down here. My gamepad is running low on battery. So here's what I will do. For the heck of it, just to see if this has helped at all, we're gonna try the story mission one more time. We have gained 1 level. 1 whole level. L probably gained a few more levels than just 1. But we're a little stronger. Just a bit. Teeny tiny bit.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen.
We should weaken them.
You don't see this as
Our head is spinning.
My blade falls.
Feel
The blade
close. Killing this one. Ben's dead, we're doomed.
I have to stay in this. Help me. Electric storm. I'll make him hurt. My mind is free. This is my chance.
We need a little pick-me-up.
This is wearing me down. Take a break from attacking to weaken. This is wearing me down. I will not give in.
Here comes all that strength. And how is L the one still alive?
Don't see this.
Wait, L outlasted me?
Until this number is beat.
Okay. Well, I did it. I managed to have one of these streams with absolutely no story progress whatsoever. Woo! Got me. Yeah. Well, I guess we did the lava cave thing, but that was not a required mission. That was just a carryover from last time. Well, we avenged the ice cream cake, so next time we'll continue the story. Next time I'll be even higher level, and we will definitely continue the story. I will make sure of it. In fact, I'm staking my claim right now. If I do not beat Chapter 9 on the next stream, then I... Well, no, that's not what I meant to say. What I meant to say is I will not stop the stream until Chapter 9 is beaten. So hopefully it doesn't take that long. Because, you know, I'd like to do other stuff, like prepare for Chapter 10. Anyway, have a good night.